one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Somebody's walking.
Let me know when y'all are sorted out down there.
We're ready.
All right, so we'll start off with meeting minutes. We need to review October 13th meeting minutes since they were tabled last meeting. Any questions, concerns, corrections, additions?
Now I make a motion that we approve the October 13th minutes.
I'll second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. Financials from October 2025. We tabled these as well. Any additions, corrections?
I don't have any.
I make a motion to accept the financials.
I second it.
I vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. We've just received November 10th meeting minutes. I have not had a chance to review them. We just received them. I'd like to table these until the next meeting, please.
Would you like a motion or did you?
Just table them.
Okay. I make a motion that we table the minutes.
I'll second.
I vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. Same with the November 2025 fund ledger, the financials, I'd like to table that as well, so I move we table that until our next meeting.
I second it.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. All right, are we caught up?
Yes.
Moving on to communications. We'll start off with you, Tracy. Do you have anything?
Yes, I do. I have a bunch. But one thing I have is a letter from our chief. It says, Dear Township Trustees and Residents, this notification serves as my official and immediate resignation as fire chief of Deerfield Fire Department. As I held my position with honor, and I am grateful to have become part of Deerfield community, this decision doesn't come without difficulties. I feel that the political influence directed towards myself and the fire department hindered me from exposing my full potential as a leader. My decision, which is based upon training, knowledge, and experience, have been diminished and questioned by individuals who have no fluent within the Department of the Fire Services, and unfortunately is driving my force to my resignation. I have hopes for one day the political turmoil of Deerfield Township would subside and harmony will be brought about to all of those that are involved. Respectfully, Scott Dean.
Thank you for reading that. Can we all have a copy? Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
do we make a motion to accept that, or?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to accept his resignation.
I'll second the motion.
I vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Okay, next, this will be in our organizational meeting, but I want to let you guys have heads up that Life Force sent us what we need to be charging. So there's a copy for each one of you guys. That'll be on the organizational in January.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Then I also have where Deerfield Ag Services donated money to the fire department, and they gave them a check of $3,000.
We saw that on the financials. That's wonderful.
Okay.
We need a motion to accept that?
Yes.
I would say so.
Go ahead.
I make a motion that we accept the $3,000 donation from Deerfield Ag Services.
I'll second that.
I'll vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. Did they attach any correspondence with that of how they want it earmarked or anything in particular?
No, they just donated, they just want it for the fire department, charitable contribution.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yes, very nice.
So I also have Portage County Regional Planning Commissions. They sent this, and we just got it in the mail today. So I can pass that down.
It's a replat of a couple of small lots down in Treasure Cove that they always send us a copy of the map and everything. We really don't have to do anything concerning it other than they have to make us
Just
aware that it's going
Protest if
on.
we want to,
Right, we
but
have the right to object to it.
this is. I have no further information on that, but as I can see, I would have no objections.
Yeah, it'll be in the map there, which ones they want to do and everything. There are some, they call them substandard lots. They're small, basically unbuildable
Awkward.
lots, and
Tying them together.
people will buy two different lots, and they want to make it into one so they can use it for a building or something.
They
That's-
sent this out last year.
Yep, that's for a different one.
Okay.
That's a different replat.
That's on
So-
Treasure Cove.
Okay, then I also have, this doesn't have to be done until January, but it's the BFDF Annual Certification Upcoming Reminder. Alicia did this for us last year. We nominated our people, but then she was gracious enough to do it for us. So, that's coming up in January. Yeah, okay, thank you. So, and then, we have Ohio Planning's coming up in February, where that's gonna be due. So, I'm gonna leave this in the trustee's office.
I got stuff about that today.
I do too.
Okay.
But this is for our renewal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you did get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you guys have to go through this and look to see, to make sure that everything's the way it's supposed to be, like our fire engine and everything is on there, so.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I
the
have-
valuations of all our buildings, what we thought ought to be
They
insured
said
for
to make
and
sure we
equipment and all
look
that
at the
stuff.
highlighted,
Yep, and I
Okay.
actually, since we're on that, if we can just really quickly, I went through everything, I've already asked some questions. I talked to Lori about, we may be able to possibly lower our deductible without paying more, which is always a positive thing. But I went through all of the, I have it divvied up to ask the fire department and Tim, and also you on the cybersecurity of what else we need to update, and I'll work on the rest, if I can just delegate those out. This is for the fire department to fill out. And, is that just the fire department, or did I put all three of them in there? Let me see what I did. I think I put all three of them in there, yeah. This one is for the fire department. This is for you. I don't expect you to tell us what their value, just make sure that our inventory is up to date, if you would please. And then this is just about the cybersecurity stuff, and then I'm already working on the rest.
I'm thinking. Oh, I did get, what did it was? I have it here. Baseball, there it is. Ohio Plan, about the accident. Do you have stuff on that too? Would you
Yep.
like to, okay, then I'll let you do
I
that.
can get to that when we get to that.
They sent me that. So I need to make it known that I've already been working on it where we need to make a motion as of the end of December to take Ed off of the banking and put Vaughn on as of January 1st, and everything needs to be signed before January 1st. Ed has no signing, so I've been in contact with the bank. So he cannot sign until, Vaughn cannot sign until he's sworn in, and same with you.
Yeah,
So-
I can still sign as my last, because I'm an elected official.
Yeah, but you have to, from what he said, you have to wait because you're a newly elected again. It moves forward.
Yeah, I spoke with Anthony O'Cray about about that. And they're going to do that per email like they
Okay.
did last time. So I'm supposed to hear from Melissa this week, and they'll do
Okay.
an email chain to get all the
okay.
signatures up to date.
That
So
must be why he's holding off. Okay,
yeah.
because I asked him the same thing. And I think that's all. I have papers here for bond. I think that's it.
Nancy, do you have any announcements, any communications? I received a communication from Sheriff Sikowski, and I just wanted to make everyone aware, they have started a new program where you can get a special sticker if you have a special needs occupant in your vehicle, at your home. For example, someone with Alzheimer's, autism, someone who's deaf, or with a cognitive ability. Just to make everyone aware, first responders, that there is this, that special situation. I have a couple of the applications. They are available on the Sheriff's Department website. And when you fill this out in the Sheriff's Department or first responders or dispatch, this information is sent to the first responders. So just to make everyone aware that this is a program, and he asked me to share that information. So if anyone has questions or would like an application, it's on their website, or I have a copy of that here. All right. Ed, do you have any
I have no
communications?
additional at this time.
Laura?
I did get one communication from ODOT. The next thing that they're looking into, and they'll have to do a study, and it'll take some time, but they're considering putting islands, a little triangular island in each entrance to 24, both sides of the circle, and 14. I don't know if you've seen the roundabouts, they have a raised island that forces you to go that way. So if they go straight, they hit the island first. They hit the curb of the island, not the curb of the circle. And then they would add an additional stop sign. So they would put 4 of those in. And I went through the roundabout in Alliance today, so I was looking at the raised islands. So I know what they're talking about. It's to force you to go that way. Might be somewhat of a barrier because they're going to hit the curb on the island first before they hit the curb on the circle. So that's the next thing that ODOT is working on.
What do they put in the island? Is there signage there as well?
There would be a stop sign, so I imagine it's dirt inside. It's like cement, firm, dirt in the middle, and then they'll add an additional stop sign. So there's 2 stop signs everywhere. The one in Alliance on Beeson is all bricked, but that's a roundabout.
That is a roundabout.
Yeah, that's
but
a
still, it's the
regular roundabout.
Same
It's
concept.
Same concept.
Yep.
And I see where people drive all over that roundabout. As I went through today, I saw the tracks all over it, so, I mean, you can only do so much, but if they're willing to add a little bit more, it's great. So, you know what, we're an anomaly. I think they said that we're the only circle with stop signs in the state, and yeah, we're special. That's a circle.
In years past, we asked about that, it was gonna be very cost prohibitive, they'd have to eminent domain, and they'd have to take property
Yes.
from surrounding properties on the circle and make it wider so it could have the laneage they need and all that stuff, so they were very reluctant to do that.
Highway patrol, that's the way it is.
Yeah,
My GPS calls around about.
yeah. So that's the next step. Islands on all 4 entranceways. So that's all I have, and I have no one signed up for public commentary.
I have one more communication. I received a communication today from the prosecuting attorney, and it was regarding an employee requesting compensation that we will have to discuss. Because of the nature of the request and the sensitivity of the request, I was advised, and I am going to take that good advice, that we discuss this in executive session under ORC 121.22G1, and that would be under the reason of compensation of a public employee. So I move that we move into executive session to discuss the compensation of a public employee under ORC 121-22G1.
And, oh, go ahead.
I'll second.
And I vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes?
Tiffany?
Yes.
And I would like to make a motion that we invite trustee-elect Sutcliffe into the executive session.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be a part of this in a few
Yes.
weeks. Would you be willing to join us? Okay. I will second that.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes, we shall return shortly.
Hoping to make you acting chief at least for a while.
No. Eric's over here
You what?
Eric thinks he's going to change everything.
Oh, I see.
He's waiting.
He's not quitting.
No.
Okay.
I just talked. That's who called me. He's like, he's got to talk. Yeah. Don't even go. I'm like, no, I'll go.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, that's true.
And we think he'd be taking home.
Yeah.
You guys ever know the video and it was like a globe?
No, I didn't, but that's well, I texted something.
My wife likes it.
Funny how we're in the same batch. I do the same thing for my
Hearing noises that I haven't heard in 16 years. Well, I have to turn and then what she likes most is it hooks to my phone. So listen to music or stuff on Facebook or something like that. You don't have to hear it. Gentleman's wedding, Mother's wedding.
Right, exactly. Same way this one doesn't have it.
She and I was doing it, but next week I got to take the lead.
No, I got that for you.
It was my great grandma's name. Yeah, it was my great grandma's name. Very good.
But at least you don't have to worry about stuff. My first name is William. So when they call William, 6 people stand up.
Yes.
Is it William Charles? Is that what it is?
William Charles, yeah. But see, my father's name is William. My grandfather's name is William. My mother's father's name is William. Her brother's name is William. Her sister married a William. All first born were Williams. So I go by my name. So does my oldest boy. He's a William, but he goes by Tyson.
Could you imagine if your name was Waldo?
Oh,
Back in the day,
yeah.
my grandfather. At least yours was
Well, it's something.
more common than you'd like, but it's common. Kind of like the
Yeah.
or the James.
Let me tell you the worst part. They named me my second name because my father's best friend's name was Charles. But his nickname was Chick.
Chick?
Yes. Yes. So they named And first day of kindergarten, took little. Next thing you know, the sky is falling. So it went to Chuck.
Yeah, I can imagine how embarrassing that is.
Yeah, I don't know why they even thought that would work out. They hadn't thought that went through very far.
Well, our youngest daughter, her name is Carly.
Okay.
Carly was a twin.
Same as ever.
All right, we will go back on the record. And in executive session, we had a conversation. It was informational. No board decisions will be made today. Further information to come when we receive it. Okay, moving on, we have no guests, no speakers, no public commentary. We will move on to departments. Road department. I'll let you run with that, Tim. If you would, please.
All the salt that we had on the contract last round has been delivered along with the county delivery that we get every year from them. That's also in the shed. The repairs on the International were done. There was some additional parts, hardware, and labor involved in that repair, so we need to approve the dollar amount for just the tires, and the amount of $980.
I move that we approve the additional amount for the tires at $980.
I second it.
Yes.
Laura? Yes. Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
So the New Holland tractor needed a new battery. The battery was 6 years old. It was also had some issues with the ignition itself. Total combined for the battery and the ignition was $390.
I move that we pay $390 for the new battery and ignition for the tractor.
Second.
Yes.
Laura? Yes. Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
And that's all I currently have on the road part of it.
Before we move on to buildings and grounds, last meeting there was a discussion about a new contract for with the county for the road striping. Any updates on that?
No, that was all rolled in with the salt too, so they haven't.
Just haven't heard anything back from them. Okay.
We'll work to get that done. We'll get the striping done again in the early summer.
All right, keep us up to date on that, but that sounds good. All right, go ahead. Buildings and grounds?
Buildings and grounds, spoke with Elliott Sign today. We were having issues with that sign a while back about, it just had to be rebooted. Seems like every 60 to 90 days, you gotta shut it down, wait a little bit, get it going again. So they're talking about maybe replacing the modem on it. If that's the case, it is covered under that warranty that we purchased
The
a while
extended
back.
warranty that we purchased last year.
Last year.
So I reset it, everything is current on the display right now. But if we do continue to have that issue, they will cover it and replace it. So just wanted to make sure everybody's aware of that. The lights at the fire department, I believe, Ed, you met with a company about having their fixtures retrofitted to LEDs. They were originally talking about getting it swapped out and then more cost effective to retrofit LEDs on the old ballast removal. Now, if you want to elaborate on that a little bit since you met with.
I was only able to meet one electric company, which is Paul A. Electric out of the line. They're the ones that initially did the wiring in our new building in the back there. I asked them to look at that and the front building also. So any light fixture in the front and back building that are not currently LED, they propose to retrofit those. We remove the ballasts, rewire and everything, so that every fixture in both buildings will be LED. The price they came in was $3,580 to do that. So we had a little over $300 left out of NOPEC to spend this year. There is money available for NOPEC for the coming year that you can take the balance of that out of there. These guys are well versed in it. That's all they've done. They do a lot of wiring for the township. Did the initial. I think it's a good price. And they can do it relatively soon if we decide to do it. Oh, and the one light on top on the hose tower, that's also included in this. That light's pretty well rusted up, and even though it was LED, that didn't report here to replace that with a new updated fixture. It's pretty rusty, it's leaning forward and sagging and everything, so that's included. You know, the one on the hose tower, that round one, that's included in this also.
And we have enough money.
Yeah,
for
we
the
had
grant.
$3,263.24 going in that we needed to use for the 2023.
Right
And
away.
then 2024, we have a $6,345 that we can put down towards the
So
remainder.
we can
I
take
just
the
did the
balance out of
math.
that.
316.76 out of the 26 money, or must
It'd
be
be
used by
2024.
2026 money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Well, I move that we go ahead and accept this quote to have those replaced, and that we utilize the NOPEC balance of $3,263.24, and then take the remaining $316.76 out of NOPEC in 2024 acceptance.
I second.
I vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
You guys want me to contact them tomorrow, let them know they can move forward with
That'd be
this?
great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you, Ed.
That's good because NOPEC wanted confirmation right away.
Good.
So I told them if I could hold them off till this meeting, and they said absolutely, because they wanted our minutes, and I said I couldn't give you the minutes until they're approved.
Yeah.
So that works.
Okay.
And then, one of the other main last things I've got here is so down at Hartsel Cemetery, on the north corner, by the core property, there was an issue with somebody accessing through the cemetery to get to the rear of their property. So they're driving a vehicle from their driveway through the cemetery to access the backside of the house. Right now, there's temporary posts driven around to keep them from being able to at least get a vehicle through there for now until there's something more permanent agreed upon on that.
And then we received a very generous donation of $300 from Mike and Kathleen Brown towards the replacement of the fence that was in the Hartsel Cemetery. So I would like to make a motion that we accept this nice donation of $300 for the replacement of the Hartsel fence.
I'll second.
Okay.
And if we're ever reimbursed, does that money go back to the donation, or is it just a strict donation?
It is just a donation. We can't ask for it because it's been donated.
Okay, I'll vote yes.
Right.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Yes. And I have a thank you note for Mr. and Mrs. Brown for their donation. If you want to sign it, and I'll get that to them. Copy of any of his ideas.
No.
Okay,
I talked
you know,
with them on it,
okay,
yeah,
I figured.
we're
All
okay
right.
on that, as long as we can make that happen, because I know that's obviously an issue. It wasn't bad when it was dry out there. No,
Yes.
with them driving through there, they're gonna tear some stuff up, so.
Yep,
Just want to
that
make
was
sure
very
we
kind of them.
get that out of the way. And then that's all I have on my list on the buildings and grounds parts as well. I only have one note, and it's for the fire department, so.
I have more for buildings and grounds if no one else has anything. I spoke with our insurance company about the accident on Veterans Day where someone tried to hit our veterans. They didn't try, but I have a police report, a crash report and all of that. And on the crash report, it says that the driver has insurance with State Farm, but unfortunately, his payment has lapsed, so he has no coverage. So that is where we are on that. We do have coverage minus a $1,000 deductible. They do not cover any landscaping,
Okay.
concrete damage, or anything like that. However, they will pay us the labor part. So the quote that we had for the $337.50, the $600, they're gonna pay us half of that for the labor. And so unfortunately, we are gonna be pretty short on covering that fence. The total that we're gonna be getting is $1,137.50, which is not enough to fix the fence. I have a call in to the prosecuting attorney, which Ohio Plan recommended that we can call and try to go after the driver for the deductible and the rest of the damage. Whether we'll get it or not, I don't know, but we're gonna try. So that's where we are on that. I did speak with, when I was speaking with them, they brought up the old accident from May 31st, Ed?
Oh, the one coming the other way, yeah.
Do you have any updates on that? Because they had mentioned that they won't pay for it.
Only the bench. The bench was the only thing that was,
Did they reimburse for the bench?
No, they did not, because it came in underneath our deductible.
So actually, the entire damages we put in was for $1,760, but because a lot of this is landscaping and mulch and things, they won't cover it.
They won't cover it.
However, they said we could submit it to Allstate, and they went ahead and put in a claim to Allstate to try to get this entire amount.
Okay.
They just won't follow up with them, so they're gonna call me and follow up with me. So we'll see if we can't get that
Okay.
$1,760, and maybe that'll help us make up with the fence. So, so they did that just as a favor, said, yeah, we can put in that claim for you, and I will be following up about that as well, but.
You'll have a claim number and everything then to
Yeah.
follow up with. Okay.
Yeah, so
Good deal.
working on getting some money back in our pockets for these accidents. And that is all I have for buildings and grounds.
I have nothing additional.
Anything for the cemeteries, we're good there. We do need to get that tree work done in the spring, but just trying to keep that on my radar. Fire department.
Kenny said he had some.
Well, I just have one note on the fire department. It was just, we discussed at the last meeting about that valve on tanker 14.
Okay.
The valve on the passenger side being, needed to be replaced. They get a cost on that valve of $1,405. That is the valve only. No diagnostics, repair, install, anything like that. So that was from Riverland Equipment, insured through the fireback company that put that together. So we don't obviously want to take that out of service until our engine's done, because the engine's still gonna have to go back out and have a generator put back on whenever it comes back. So we're just holding off on that, but wanted to have a quote to, or at least a number on that valve, because I know we discussed it at the last meeting.
You need a vote on that now, or you can bring us more info next time?
I can probably bring in more next time. It's probably gonna be a few weeks before we get our generator back on the engine anyway, so.
You want to wait till
Yeah.
you have that? Okay.
So I got thrown in here last minute, so I really don't have any, a lot of stuff like statistics, but, has our new engine been titled to us yet, by any chance?
I'm sorry?
The new engine, have we got the title?
It is in Deerfield Township's name. Tracy has the new title for it in hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask for $2150 be reimbursed. That was the fees I had to pay in order for him to do the new title from the old title and where it was in to Deerfield Township and the new title.
Well, thank you for that. Greatly appreciate it.
Amy Sleesh from Easy Motors, since you bought it out of state, had to have a title inspection.
Okay.
She did the title inspection, no charge, she donated that, right?
yes.
Yeah, she donated that title inspection and everything, sent it to the BMV in Ravenna, and they notified me, and I went up and had it put in Deerfield Township's name.
So everything's good to go.
So it's all ours.
All right, great, thank you, I appreciate that. What I do have, 6 people this Saturday completed the ODNR wildland firefighting class. They came out and taught a class for fires, brush fire, stuff like that. So we had 6 people, we had 4 from, I think, Damascus, or 3, something like that. I went ahead last year when I was at the Ohio Fire Academy, And I secured the driving simulator for February, the burn trailer for March, the grain bin trailer for April. And I got in touch with the Ohio Volunteer Fire Chiefs Association. They're going to do a big tanker shuttle class in May for us at the fire department. So I'll have more stuff when it comes. I just got emails on today, but all of those trailers will be up here February, March, April, May. So that's what I have with that. And then with this mix-up here with Scott leaving, is Derek going to be the interim chief, or what are we doing?
We're gonna have to discuss that. That was not on the agenda.
I talked to Derek, that's why I'm asking.
Do you have any updates to give about that?
Well, I told Derek what was going on, and he said he would step in without a problem.
Okay,
If that's the case, if we're going forward with that, he wants to take Scott off of active and everything that he has. Well, he's the one who wants to get him off tonight.
so I guess there is no time like the present to address this, because we're gonna need to have somebody on the interim. As our assistant chief, I can think of nobody more appropriate at this time, so I would like to move that we appoint Derek Day, since he's given his blessing. I almost feel like we should call him or ask him, but,
When I got up and made a phone call, that he called, had me
Okay.
call, I said,
okay.
he has
So
no
he's good
problem.
with it.
He has no problem stepping in, he wants to start.
Okay, so I move that with his blessing and his acceptance that we appoint Derek Day, our interim chief, until a further decision can be made.
I'll
And
second that.
give him all the powers and...
I vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
And that would be effective immediately also, since Scott's resignation is immediate.
Immediate. I'll give him a call after the meeting.
Yeah, I'll let him know here a little bit. That's all I have. As soon as I get some numbers, I mean, I have my next meeting, but I know we ran quite a few medicals. We had probably 4 fires this month.
A lot of fires. One of the things that we had spoken about, and I did talk to Derek about it earlier today, was the hygiene bags. I reminded him about that because he wanted to make something which would have been super appropriate with some of the fires we've had. So he's going to work on that, see if we can't maybe get some donations to make hygiene bags, because when you have a fire, you don't have a toothbrush, you don't have basic necessities, just to try to help people. Yeah.
One other thing.
Fire truck, a dry hydrant, I don't
No,
know.
it's fine. If I think about it.
Okay. You talk so quietly, I can't hear you.
I don't think I'm quiet, but okay. Yeah, I can't think of that.
That's okay, I have a couple things, maybe it'll come to you while the Mavis, and once again, an unfair question, because here we are. I will talk to Derek about this, but we have our updated, there's been some questions about the Mavis. We really need to sort this out, because it doesn't always make sense to me. Maybe there's a very good reason why. I just want to understand.
So, I don't, it was discussed being changed.
Yeah,
None of us were for the change.
okay,
As far as firefighters, but Scott's big thing was on the chief. So,
here's
know we
copies
ran
of our
two.
current from Ravenna, if I could pass these down
I
to
know we
share.
ran 2 fires,
Yeah.
and maybe this box was not even full.
Yeah,
It was never even toned out.
okay,
The one was that night me and Alicia were on it, when we got there, the place was full of smoke, it was me and her.
okay,
We knocked it down and got it taken care of with no problem.
yeah,
The one that was 2 days later, we weren't so lucky, we wound up on roots now. The reason Scott said,
yeah, go ahead, take your time.
he had called, Sebring because they were staffed, but, yeah,
Are you looking at quadrant 2?
So, I'll get with Derek, but I don't think this is gonna work like this.
Okay,
I know Derek had a bunch of other ways to go, but
because I know it's not always just the person who's closest. It depends on what equipment they have and who they have on staff, and there's a lot of factors that go into it. But when we get questions about why people are responding for this or that, I just want to understand,
No, I
make sure
understand.
we're making the best choices. So, Yeah, if that's something we could work on, we're
I will
actually,
work on that immediately.
thank you.
Because
Yeah,
I don't want to go to a fire and nobody show up.
correct.
Right.
Well, can you enlighten me, and you might not be able to, this is no auto aid.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
No
And this is
auto
just,
aid.
maybe that's a
It means
question.
when we got called for a fire, nobody else was calling out. So if I wanted somebody to come, I had to call and say, fill my mom.
Okay, is that,
No, that's not, it's never been. It wasn't like that when Bob was chief, it wasn't like that when Brian was chief.
So is this something that the chief decides? The chief decides no auto aid? Like, this isn't coming from dispatch?
so I'm gonna ask you, Captain Bargelli, can you please get together with Derek and work
I'll
on
do
this?
that tonight. And if
Thank
we
you.
change it, I will call, dispatch tonight and let them know.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna get somebody killed, this is good.
Yeah, but we just wanna make sure that we have the best plan in place. Thank you. I know everybody's like, oh, these stupid dry hydrants. We talked about signs. I'm just carrying it over. Do we have an update so I don't forget it?
I'll speak on that too.
Okay.
So we.
Not
had-
harping, just carrying
We
over.
had talked about Alicia doing it.
Yeah.
Scott found out and said, no, I have a committee, it's Timmy, James Hubbs, and I don't even remember the other one. So that committee was for newer hires, I don't know what.
Okay.
Took it away, so she said, you know what, I'm not doing it, and so it never got done.
It's not that I
but-
said I wasn't doing it, I was told that they were taking care of
Yeah,
it, to not worry about it. And
So let's
that's-
revisit that next meeting.
so
Okay.
here's what I'm gonna do, I'm just
Okay.
gonna make the decision, I'm
Okay.
gonna put it back in her plans, in her court, so I know it gets done. So
Thank
my
you,
next meeting, she
Alicia.
should have the sign.
Are you willing?
Are you
Yeah,
willing?
absolutely.
Thank you.
She was willing the first
Well,
time.
Timmy and I will work together
There you
to
go.
make sure that signs get purchased and placed where they need to be. And if it's redoing hydrants or plumbing of hydrants, then we can move forward with that in another direction. But as far as signage goes,
With him being our road guy, I say that sounds like a perfectly sound plan. Thank you. If you need anything from us, let us know. Run with it. Thank you. Do we need a vote on that, or are we just good? No, we're just good. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
and we voted on it some time ago.
Yeah.
We already did, it's still an ongoing
Yeah.
issue, so.
Okay.
Sometimes things in my head come out of my mouth. Yeah, we're good.
And so you know, our Christmas party is Saturday. So I want y'all to say, you invite, it's Saturday.
Who's invited?
6
Who's
p.m.
Here, you come out and just bring me a nice gift and I'm okay.
But have you been good this year?
No.
Cole it is.
Why would you listen to her?
Cole,
Okay, thank you.
thank you. What time is it? No.
6 p.m.
There you go.
All right. This Saturday?
Yes, at the station.
Okay.
And what needs to be contributed?
Nothing, we already have everything.
Okay?
I'll bring a dessert if you come.
Okay.
Bring it to sir?
Dessert.
If you want to.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
We're doing a white elephant gift exchange for that.
Okay.
I don't have anything else.
I'm not done, but I'll let you think while you do that. So last meeting, we had a quote for $3,000 for the truck radios, and is Brian Allison here today?
No, Brian's on shift tonight.
Okay, so he was gonna look at that and see if this was the best, do you know where we are with this?
Keep talking, I'll find out.
Okay, so I'll keep talking about something else while you find out about that. And then also, something that we're gonna have to work on immediately, Todd,
You got that?
is our transition to the sheriff's department. I had reached out and asked for a point of contact for that. We're gonna have to change this immediately,
I talked to Dan,
okay?
I'll go ahead and take point on that. Whatever he needs done, me or Brian can do it. Me and Brian talked about this. That was another thing we got me to on.
Mhm.
But now that we're where we're at, me and Brian will step up and do whatever they need. Just let us, Dan has my number, all you gotta do is communicate. I'll make it.
Okay.
Okay, so I still need some things to go along with that. So we have a draft of the contract.
Okay.
I sent this over to the prosecuting attorney, and they said minus the date being in place, they approved of our contract, said it was very standard, no concerns, so just to bring that up. That was for Attorney DiMartino on December 1st. However, I have drafted a letter to send to Ravenna Dispatch to formally let them know that we're not continuing with their service, just And this is the letter I wrote. I haven't sent it to them yet. We need a transition date so I can tell them. I don't want to send them a letter and they just stop their service. So I want to coordinate that with them. So as soon as we can have a transition date, the better. I'd like to send them a formal letter, just as a courtesy, and we think we should. Basically, yeah, absolutely. You can keep it if you want, it's just a copy. But it was just a letter saying there was nothing against them, it was just a, a decision that we made, and that we would like to let them know.
I'm off this week,
Okay?
so I will work on everything I have here, and I will get with you and let you know
Okay.
what's going on.
Because that's so important, and I know that when I was speaking with the dispatch coordinator, Dan, who's here, it was very important that we started like in the beginning of the week. Is Dan still here?
Yes.
Oh, he's hiding. So it was very important that we started in the beginning of the week, like on a Monday, and that we had a few weeks to work things out. That way, if there were any glitches, we were doing that during the day when there was someone available to help.
Okay.
So I would say the sooner the better. Because they're also not going to charge us if they take over early until January 1st.
Okay. I will
If
have
I'm-
an answer for you tomorrow.
If I'm not speaking out of turn on any of that.
Brian said by the radio.
Huh? He
Brian
said this
by the
one?
radio.
Okay, so, well, let me backtrack to Hudson here. So this was from Hudson Communications. He couldn't find a better deal, so we need to make a motion to accept that. Is that what you're telling me? So we've investigated. There is not a better deal. I make a motion that we purchase our Marks radio for $2,957.64 from Hudson Communication. Here's the quote. I'll pass it down.
I'll second that.
And I vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. All right. Do you need this, or just, this was just a copy that
I have one.
You have one?
I got mine.
Okay.
Yes. So it'll go, yeah.
Okay, you got it. Okay, and then, I think that's all I have for the fire department, unless you had something else.
You want us to order a radio, or you guys want to order a radio?
Go ahead.
Do you want to order a radio, or you want us to do it?
You can go ahead.
I want to need that paper.
Todd will order radios.
Can I make you a copy so I have mine? Okay.
I have a card back if I forget it. Thank you,
I
card.
like that envelope. I don't know where the card got
Nancy
to.
has it. It's down there, or Tracy has it. Right. It's not up there. Thank you.
All right, anything else for the fire department? Going once, going twice. All right, moving on. Old business.
Hold on, can I go back to communications? I missed one.
Okay,
Mike Brown, which gave us a check and everything, he also asked a year ago about permission to clean some signs in the
Stones.
cemetery, or
Yep.
stones in the cemetery rather. We gave him permission to do it. Here's pictures of 4 different ones, what they look like and what they did to. He sent that to us so that we know what the work is that was being done down there and everything.
wow.
Here are a couple samples of a few of the headstones that were cleaned in Hartson Cemetery last summer. Thank you, Mike Brown. So,
That's amazing. I was so taken aback when he was like, hey, can I just clean stones for free? But he
He's
was
using
there.
the same cleaning solution that they're using at Palmyra West and Palmyra XD something, and it does a really nice job. That's all I have. Yeah.
Old business. The land bank. I have a couple of conflicting dates. They sent me an email saying January 16th, and then they sent me another one saying December 5th. So December 5th, I sent them a blight property. I sent them the one right across from the post office. Just today, I got another blight property I'm going to send to them. So if you guys have blight properties and you want to send them to me, I will submit them and see if we can get funding to work on them. But that will be an ongoing project, and if we can get some county money to do that, all the better. They cover the attorneys and the cleanup and all of that. The land bank is a great program.
yep.
Harassment training. That's it.
So we, last Monday, tried to have a training on the harassment stuff.
Okay?
We were all there, everybody tried getting on their email. It would let us get the first video and then stop, but nobody could access it anymore.
Okay, Derek was able to complete his, and I believe Tracy, they said you completed
Yeah.
yours. So get with
And
Derek.
Tim has his done now, and Buddy, Cheyenne, and Jim Hubs, but there's something wrong with the fire department. Me and Tim and I have been working
It's
on
the
it.
email address that the link was sent to, is what we're having trouble accessing on.
What email address was it sent to?
The
Like
ones
the
that-
personal address?
No, whatever
The
email.
ones that were built for the department,
Okay,
that's the issue, so, I started compiling a list of just everybody's personal email that didn't get a chance to get into it.
Okay.
So that, I should be able to finish that by tomorrow, and I'll send it over to, Lindsay Deaton, and have her just send that class to everybody so they have it.
okay. And I know Derek has a list of everybody's personal emails because we had to send the link to open the Deerfield email to their personal email, so we need to do it that way, but yeah,
We'll figure it out.
yep,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Credit card. We've talked about the credit card before. I was speaking with O'Cray about, he is our representative of our township account.
Up in Huntington? Yes.
He gave me lots of information about having a commercial card. I had a Teams meeting with him today about all of the cool things that we could do with that. It is approved by the ORC 50564 that we can vote and get a card and do that, so it is legally supported that the township use credit cards. He recommended that we, best practice, have 2 administrators, and those are people who can adjust limits if we had a big purchase to make, or if we needed to just get rid of a card, we can have as many cards as we want to. He also talked about, instead of putting people's names on them, we can have a fiscal officer card, trustee 1, trustee 2, trustee 3. That way we can be reassigned instead of canceling. The payments can be made online. Really neat thing that I learned about today was this virtual card. So if we wanted to make a purchase and we didn't want to give somebody our credit card information, we can go to we just tell our bank that we want to make this transaction, and they do like a virtual money order in real time. So we wouldn't have anybody out there with their card information, which I thought was super neat. Let me go through here and see. There is no.
Is he watching live?
I don't know.
Or did you talk to him on the phone?
I talked to him on the phone. I think he's in Canton, but he's in charge of all of the government accounts, and he's the one I finally found last year to help us do the electronic signature. So,
Okay.
So there's no fees unless we go over $500,000, and then we can get refunds. But I doubt we're going to spend more than $500,000 because we're not rich people. But we can set all of that up, and let's see here. The first step would be that we would need a resolution to do it. We would also need a policy in place that we would have a policy of who can spend and for what amount. The payments have to be made every month. We can't carry over a balance. And we can set that up directly in between accounts. Like if anybody banks with Huntington, we can just automatically go on and have it set up to transfer. We can automatically transfer. We can have it set up to that we do it when we are ready to. We do need a business online account. Do we have one already set up? A business account with Huntington Online?
Yeah, we do, but we just don't use it. Because we do our direct deposit and everything, so.
So, yeah, we would need that. And he asked me if we have one, and I said, I don't know.
Yeah.
But, and then we can, like, one of the executives or the executors, if it wasn't a fiscal officer, would only be able to see the credit card information, not all of that, if we wanted to set it up that way. But in order to do that, we do have to have a policy. I have not drafted a policy yet, but I wanted to share all of this information. And if we were to get started on this, he gave me like a resolution that we would have to sign to do, and then he would get us set up with that. He would get us our own executive to handle that with us. He gave me this whole list of townships and school boards that do this to tell us, hey, it's legit, everybody's doing it, it's the cool thing to do. But I wanted to bring that up and see if we couldn't possibly make a policy and do this. That way we don't have to do the reimbursement.
Yes, exactly.
How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that. I'll talk with him.
You down? All right.
The bank
So
has their own resolution that you can follow.
a commercial card resolution.
Got it.
Because we
So,
have somebody else out of Youngstown. We've got like 3 people that we talk to. And the lady that I was talking to when I first came in was working on that, because I told her I didn't want it like a debit, I wanted it like a credit.
a credit.
Yes, so she said, okay, when I was ready, she would talk with us, but we never got that far yet.
Well, we can do one of two things. We can table this until the next meeting and we come up with a policy, or we can whip up a policy now and vote on it. How does everybody feel about that?
I think any policy we develop should go before our prosecutor, though.
That's a good point.
It's money involved,
should-
it's
yeah,
money
we should
involved that
table
we're
it.
gonna spend on a credit card, so the prosecutor should give us blessing that policy is a binding policy, whatever.
I agree.
I would think so.
I think so too. Let's do that. So we'll table this until our next meeting and hopefully we can get that set up before January 1st and we're looking for the year. Okay, that is all I have for old business. Anything else for old business? Moving on to new business, the Ohio plan renewal, which we already kind of touched on. So she's asking if we can get this done by the end of the year, the information. So if all the things I dispersed, if we can have them by the 29th meeting, then I would be able to go through this and update everything. She is still working on the deductible, because I asked her, if we lower our deductible, do we pay higher rates like most people do for their insurance? And she said, no, not necessarily. That really doesn't have anything to do with commercial accounts like this. It has more to do with amounts of assets and things like that. So she's trying to get us a quote. But with the number of accidents we have in the circle from uninsured drivers, it might make a big difference. So she is working on that. Lori Manning is working on that for us. And then once I get the rest of this information, we can move forward. Unless, I guess really we need to vote if we want to continue with the Ohio plan. I've been quite pleased with them and their
I've been
rates
pleased with them too.
are very affordable.
I make a motion we continue with the Ohio plan with whatever changes we need to make in the coming year.
I'll second that. I'm
And I'll
happy
vote
with that.
yes.
They've done very
Laura?
well, they're going
Yes.
very well for us,
Ed?
yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. All right. So far, so good.
Need to get that deductible lowered
I'm
for
trying.
the circle wrecks.
Because usually you think if you raise your deductible, you pay less, but that's not how commercial things work. So I've been schooled. So let's see. Okay, conference coming up. Do we want to talk about that?
Yes, I have it right here,
What
because
you
I would
got?
like to pick my classes. It's for February 4th and 6th. It's in Columbus. I'd like to do my UANs and my Fiscal. Yeah, I'd like to go. Pay
So,
my membership fees, $135. Usually when you go here, you don't spend much money. Even though we do the $65, you don't spend much money on food.
yeah, I've been.
Yeah,
So I just thought we could get that stapled down here today. So we do mileage at 70 cents a minute, because that's what we voted on at our organizational meeting for travel.
But that changes in 2026. I mean, we could keep it at, but when we do our organizational, it'll change.
IRS
What's the
standard,
2026 rate, Alicia? Do you know off the top of your head?
No, I don't.
I tried looking it up, and I couldn't find it.
They haven't
said
finalized
yet.
it.
No.
They
So-
may have since then, but I tried to
We
look up.
can,
what
we
it
can
was.
make it whatever
Right,
2026.
we could just, yeah, I guess we don't need the exact amount. So I wanted to move that if any of the elected officials wanted to go to the OTA conference in February in Columbus, that we would pay mileage at current federal mileage rates, pay for hotel, and pay for the conference itself. And we used to do 25, but we raised that, didn't we? Was that like 65 or something?
68 or something like that, because that was IRS mandated
Yeah,
also.
IRS, it's for the IRS.
I think it was 65 last year.
So how about this? I will make a motion. I move that we approve conference attendance, current federal mileage, hotel costs, parking costs if needed, the conference fees, and whatever the federal allowance is for daily meals for the upcoming conference in February. Did I cover it all? I think so.
I think you did.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. Okay. Amazon account. We have one,
Yes,
but it's not,
it's not hooked up to a credit card. You
and
have
it's,
to use your own.
but it's also not hooked up. So we recently went to the Portage County Township
Yeah, where we get free
Association.
shipping.
It's free Pine.
Yeah.
So I've tried to send them an email, like, how do we do this? There was a whole OTA like webinar on how to do it. I'm having trouble, but since we already have an account, I think we need to figure out how to link that account and then change that into the, because it's sponsored by the OTA, they're actually paying for it.
Yes, because when he went to a conference down in Columbus, he found that out. And we tried to get on to connect to it, and we haven't got it yet. So that's why I told him when we go down, because we haven't ordered anything. But when we go to the conference, you know.
Well, we have ordered from Amazon before.
No, I'm talking about since then.
Oh,
Recently.
since then.
We
Yeah.
haven't had
I
anything
tried
recently,
to-
it's all Staples.
We had an account and a password, and I had the password because I bought Christmas lights on there before. The password's been changed, I can't get on anymore.
Oh, yeah, because it's they changed it because they sent me that somebody got in there and they wanted it changed. When he contacted me, he
Yeah,
said that
so-
because everything was different, it was getting on from a different computer and everything, and they wanted me to change the password right away.
So it was probably me trying to
Okay.
figure out how to switch this
Yeah.
over. So, yeah, that and then Staples. We still have a Staples account, correct?
No, you just use the phone number. There's no credit cards for Staples anymore, nothing.
We
You
don't have
just-
an account with them to purchase anymore, huh?
You purchase, but you use our phone number for the tax exempt, but you
Okay.
have to pay for it. You have to
Okay.
use your money. We have no,
So we're just
yeah,
reimbursing
yeah,
for Staples
yeah.
things.
And you use yeah.
Gotcha. So, I sent them an email, I'm trying to figure it out, because a free Amazon Prime account, and they give all of these discounts for things. You can have a garage discount for garage things, I'm an Amazon Pro, so I'm trying to figure this out. But, I emailed one of their account reps that was actually on the webinar, like they actually work for Amazon, and they're not emailing me back, so I'm gonna try to follow up with that. All right, and then, another thing that I wanted to bring up today under new business is email addresses. The only email addresses that we have are for the fire department and then the one for the fiscal office. So I spoke with Bruce Carroll, who does all of our IT. Since we already have a domain at our, at Deerfield Township Portage, he can make us all email accounts for free. He'll just do it for us since we already have that. So what happens is I give them your personal email address, and it will send a link to your personal email address, and then you just follow the link and sign up. The fire department did it. Was it pretty easy?
But ours don't seem to be working well.
Well, maybe we need to work on that. But, so I'd like to do that, since let's get more emails that aren't working correctly. But Tracy, since you already have the main email, do you want another email, or would you?
No, I'll just use Deerfield's.
Okay, so
Because everybody contacts me there. So.
don't want to switch it up. So, if
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to make a motion on that, because there's no money exchange, it's just and you'll get one for the garage as well, so you'll have two that won't work. But we'll get them to work. And, what else do we have? Public commentary. I think we have somebody signed up for public commentary, right, Bobby?
Oh, yes, okay.
We got new business.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bobby, hold that thought. I'm sorry. I thought,
Hold on, new
my
business.
apologies.
That's all right. We have our resolution ready,
Okay,
and it's 25-9 is what our resolution is.
Okay.
That we need to accept so that we can get it, start working on stuff. Oh, wait, here, just pass that down.
take one down, pass it around. Any major changes or differences in allocation?
No, it's basically taken off of the Julys.
Okay,
And then, once we do the year end, come January 1st, when we start on that, then we'll have the big one. So, we gotta just hold off and just be really careful until the auditor's office approves that,
okay.
you know, at the year end.
No
But we still have
Corvettes,
our, no Corvettes,
No condos,
no new trucks.
no new trucks,
One tire at a time.
one tire at a time.
Yes. Resolution 25-9.
So, anybody want to get us started?
So this is temporary.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll make a motion, we accept the numbers presented for the temporary budget.
I'll second it.
I'll vote yes.
Okay, and then Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. Is this mine to keep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I printed each one of them.
Okay,
I got the clean one.
for us to sign. Any other new business? Mr. Mix, you're up.
I had a chance to start a GoFundMe account to purchase decorations for the circle, and the GoFundMe account was able to raise the appropriate amount that was listed. What we needed was $23.76. What we gathered was $25.45. What GoFundMe took was $80.71, and then a cash donation came in this evening. So a grand total of $25.64 to give for donation to the circle. And I'd like to present that to the township.
Before we do that, I want to go through some numbers, and I greatly appreciate
That's fine.
that. So some of the snowflakes that Bobby Mix was looking at to put on the circle, there's other fees besides just the snowflakes, unfortunately. When I reached out to the company, there are also tariff fees and shipping fees. The stars that you had on the GoFundMe, or the snowflakes, I'm sorry, they only have 4 available now. The rest are on back order, and they expect them the first quarter of January. At first, they wanted to charge $450 for shipping both times, and I said, oh, please, no, we can't afford that. And he agreed to come down to $175. So the entire total of what, all 8, even though we'd be only getting 4 at first if we decide to do that, is $3,082.40. What's the total that you have for today?
$25.64.
Okay. Let me do some maths. Let's see if we can't figure this out. Because I want to make sure that all of those things are included. So that makes us short $518. So this year we did vote to allocate $200 for Christmas lights. None of that was used. I would like to entertain and open up the discussion for putting that towards these snowflakes, if anyone would be open to discussing that.
I think that's a good use for that, and I'll make a motion that we apply the $200 that we'd already voted for to the snowflake fund.
I'll second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. Now we're down to $318. I'll donate $100.
I'll donate 50.
I'll donate 50.
How short are we down?
Where are we at now?
Hold on, let me do the math.
400.
518 minus, oops. 518 minus the 200 from the township, minus 100 from me, minus 50 from Mr. Sykes. Laura, what did you have?
50.
118.
Okay. Yeah, how do I, well, I'll just get cash for.
Do we have any other additional donations?
No, everything
Okay.
was turned into.
So
Mr.
we'd be
Mix's
short
evening.
118 to make it happen.
Okay, 118.
Taggart's
All
118.
right, it's done.
So, the way that it would work would be, we would put in the order tomorrow for the 4, we could get the 4 put up now. It's from a company company called Novelty Lights out of Colorado. These would be shipping from Indiana. When I told him I'd come and pick them up if I had to, he said, oh no, let me give you a better shipping rate, so that's where we came up with that. So, with all of these donations and a $200 contribution from the township, I would make a motion that we purchase the lights, 4 at first and 8 would be on back order.
I second it.
Yes.
Who do I make the check out
Laura?
I don't know, we'll figure that out.
Ed?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want the checks to the township?
to? Do I make it out to Deerfield Township?
Are we paying for them? Yes.
With the
Yes,
Deerfield?
Okay.
yes.
All right, just wanted to make sure.
Make the check to Deerfield Township or cash?
Cash. I already gave it to them.
Okay. All right, perfect. We are having a second meeting this month, December 29th, for our year-end meeting, just to close up a few things. So we'll see everybody then. Any other business to discuss, going once, going twice? I make a motion that we close the meeting and pay our bills.
I second it.
Yes.
Okay, Laura? Yes. Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. Thanks, everybody. I'm gonna make a copy of the customer bill right now, so I can not forget.
That's your